Got ourselves Zaz over for the team too. First man out versus Chin. Fu, a little bit, sometimes it just rhymes, man. Sometimes it just happen. Zaz got himself full parry, trying to see if he could waddle out of that darkness, charging back in just to see if he can get a hit or two. Fear onto Chin just to control, and Blur and Darkness are... Blur? Yeah, Blur and Darkness were used both by the DH, so that's all these defenses out of the window right now. Chin is actually going to take a lot of damage, unless he can somehow find a way to counter pressure Zaz. He's taking huge hits, so into the full immunity's up. Won't have Blur for a second, but if he can get himself full stun, a bit of a hit and run charge by the Warrior, does go for the stun trinket to follow. Stormbolt to stop the Demon Hunter, try to see if he can chop him up really quickly. Just needs a couple of more of those, obliterate, see if he can do it. Zaz needs just a bit more damage, leaping in and just crushing the guy. Well done. That Fear on the Darkness Blur combo just to AFK and avoid it, and then come back in and just chopping him. Well done for this man, as Tradic trying to give him a bit of that honor duel. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Look at him. Nice little wave. He got a little crown. He's got a little flower. He's got a little peace offering for this man. Zaz just ready. He doesn't have a trinket. Paladin, not a great matchup for the Arms Warrior, but he can still maybe do something with it. Tradic trying to see if he could get some damage rolling and wall really early here. Zaz trying to see if he can break past his defenses. Is he in defensive stance or battle stance? He may need a defensive stance if he's not in there yet. Trying to see if he can back up out. Stunned by the Paladin. Shield defense is up. You definitely don't want to start attacking the guy. Trying to see if he can go for a secondary stun right after. Zaz is not in a great spot. Fear to follow has himself a parry, but even then, if he has a leap, if he can somehow find a way to escape Tradic, maybe he can be okay. He tried to go in for Reflect, doesn't reflect a Hodge or anything back at him. Parry's up for the Warrior right now. Paladin trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of healing. Zaz looking to go for a bit of a Blaze Storm. Defensive stance for just a second. It's going to be a bubble out of Tradic, and just taking him down. Full Crusade ramped up and just takes that momentum all the way, taking him out. How you doing, Z? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hey. Welcome. Hawkins, are you actually getting a proper shot? I think Hawkins actually get a proper shot. Tradic doesn't want to walk over next to Rogue. He wants to give him a nice little hi. I'm ready to play. Hi. Just wants to be polite and everything, but doesn't necessarily want to walk over to the Rogue into the clutches of this of the criminal mastermind right here. Blessing of Protection is the only thing that can essentially save Tradic here. He'll have to be very careful when he uses it. Getting counter aggressive with Hawkins, dropping in health. Not even a Dark Pact or Death Pact or anything. And it's still just rotting to the sepsis? Is that what happened? He just melted. Is that Kingsbane or is that just sepsis? Because he bopped it. Whatever bleeds were on him would have been removed, but I think it's just sepsis taking him, right? Rep is going to be up next. With this mask, you just look angry. Is it just me? But with this mask and the sash over your eyes, just the Night Elf looks like extra angry. Is it just me? Gouge as the eye beam comes out is letting Hawkins get his quick getaway. Rap does have a trinket. Hawkins without a trinket though. Catch himself a quick reset. Rap does end up going for a blur. This is where you really don't want to be attacking the DH if possible. Stun. Big sigil available. Trying to see if he can get himself maybe an escape. Evasion out for the Rogue. Disarm for the Demon Hunter for a second. Does go for the Fear. And then it goes for himself full metamorphosis. Hawkins gonna go for advantage. Trying to see if he can avoid as much of this damage as possible. Has a cloak save for later. Rap still holding on to a trinket, so he's actually okay. Trinkets, hold on. This gives Hawkins the perfect opportunity here. Could get himself a big go. Cloak of Shadows, full dots are in. Cheap shot into Rep. Mad Burst. Oh, that Kingsbane does a number. My God, Rep. I think it's just delaying the inevitable. Maybe Darkness. Yeah. As soon as the immunity is gone, it's just dead. That's all you really get. That was such a nice Kingsbane. I love that damage. Ed is going to be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a go here. Playing Survival 100 eyes that were available in case he needs them. Hawk is chilling kind of over here. I don't think we'll be seeing the big burst out of this man right here for a good while. Not until Shattered ends back up at like 30. While it's a bit of a stealth match, Ed can go for flares. He is also playing Void Elf. I wonder if that'll actually end up being kind of sort of good. I actually, you know what, the more I play the game, the more I realize how cool the Void Elf racial is. Like the setup you can do with that mobility. And if you can like line it up properly, that could be huge. Full dots are out for Hawkins. Kind of still doesn't have himself Shadow Blades or anything. Still a shiv either way into Ed. Is that just going to die to a sepsis? All right, Hawkins just melts these boys. Blind immediately into Sparkle Juice. Wait, Sparkle, hold on. Have you had Sparkle these deals before? Why is your Mog familiar? Or I guess a lack of Mog? But like the shoulders, the helm, the pants specifically just like even the weapons, it's all like the purple, got himself full lasso onto Hockeys, who does have dance at the very least. That's still full lots of damage by Sparkle right now. Hawkins does remove his weapons for just a second. Man's got himself plenty of ghost wolves, just slamming him down with a storm strike before he can get himself a go. That was dance and everything, but he just got chopped down, just pulverized. Is it Taz next? Is it Chill Pills? Death Sweep potentially in the back? Which one of those boys is it going to be? Is it Chills? It is going to be Chills on the Unholy. Sparkle at least walked into this one. Got full cooldowns at the ready and everything. Ghost Wolves won't be up. Got himself full Bloodlust. Maybe that'll give him a bit of a setup. Armies of the Undead dropping in for Chills. Sparkle with a wall, trying to see if he can blast with Chill Pills damage. It's going to be quite a lot of damage that takes, knocking him out of his dome for just a moment. Sparkle trying to back up out of there. With the Guardian, should be able to stabilize here health-wise. Chill Pills rotating every single defensive just to survive this. Has himself a death pack in case he needs to. It's going to be maybe AMS? Maybe death pack? No, Sparkle trying to see if he can back up out of the last, and Chilpas just break out of it fairly quick. Sparkle needs a little bit more healing, trying to go for a healing surge, no intro, but Chilpas taking down a totem very, very quickly. Not a lot of health for him to be able to recover. AMS is the only thing that's really delaying the magic damage he is taking. At the very least, could maybe go for a couple of death strikes. So Sparkle needs just a little bit more damage. I think Chilpas, if he got himself another Apocalypse, he might just take it. Try to go for a knock. Doesn't quite connect. Sparkle trying to see if he can back up out of there. Is it going to be enough though? Earth Shield is available, but no, Chilple's just able to claw him down little by little. Quite a lot of damage out of the Enhanced Shaman though. Hawkins does take 3. Hold on. Hold on. Who was the 3 that Hawkins took down? We got ourselves team 1 together with Backhead ready to go, but not first up. Griff. They're sending him out first. Oh, no, no, no. Holy Sire on their team as well as Cozy. We got ourselves the game. And Griff getting hit with the sap, letting Lemon get the opener. Lemon switching over to Subtlety as well. It's going to be a bit of a sub versus sub here. Trinket out for Griff. Trying to see if he can reverse him to Lemon. Lemon holding on to his Trinket for now. Takes a full secret technique. Back-to-back cheap shots by Griff. It's going to go for a Vanish Reset. I don't know if Griff was able to go for a quick rupture on the guy or not. But if you got a bleed on him, then he'll give you an opportunity to at least find him. Looks like somebody's keeping Lemon out in the open. Maybe it's a bleed. Looks like someone is bleeding him. He is going to go for a Cloak of Shadows. Griff walking over him with an AoE. Does finding, catching him with a blind. Griff throwing out CC really early. Trinket for Lemon, knowing that Griff does not have a trinket, is going to go for advantage just to get himself a proper cheap shot. Goes in for a big go. Gormo's by taking a chunk out of Griff. Griff with a kidda shot. His opportunity right now, unless he messes us up. Lemon has himself a chance here. Disarmament to Griff. Does Cloak of Shadows to remove it. Kidda shot to follow right after it. It's very, very DR. Griff with advantage. I think Lemon still also has, no, Lemon does not have advantage. Shadow Strike by Griff. Super aggressive in there. DFA to try to see if he can reduce the CC. Evasion now for Griff. Lemon with a cheat death. Needs an out, and Griff does take him. The DFA, I like seeing that. I feel like we almost never see rogues really press the DFA button, but it is a good button to see. It is such a good flashy ability. I really wish they brought back DFA into the class talent tree, because it used to do this big AoE hit when you first shot yourself up into the air, you sliced everybody around you, and then you slam down with so much force, fatty eviscerates every single time. Basically, Secret Technique replaced it with that cleave and single target damage it does, but like DFA was so good, I feel like it should have never got replaced. It looks so flashy. It did lock you in animation, but like, it was badass though. Stunned by Griff, goes in for a quick gouge as he's surrounded by the army of the undeads, trying to see if he can stabilize through it with a Sipic up. CC onto WoW just to stun him and then walk up out of there. He's waiting out until the armies of the dead are gone. Back in, building a couple of backstabs. There's going to be another set of army join in with a full advantage for the rogue. I don't know if he's dotted up by the diseases of the DK. It looks like he is trying to see if he can utilize Smoke Bomb and Stealth in order to get himself a bit of an escape. Or maybe had to use Smoke Bomb just while he's waited out for those dots a little by little. Is going to throw Shuriken at WoW. WoW doesn't have an answer for this one. Short stun by the pet, forces a trick out of Griff. Griff doesn't get himself the biggest stun lock combo. AMS before the Secret Technique comes out actually does ignore a lot of that shadow damage of the Secret Technique, but Griff Cloak of Shadows and just keeps slamming those eviscerates back to back with Nigel right afterwards. Out of the gate, throwing some glaze at Griff. Griff is able to run past him and avoid him. Still dotted, still rotted, bleeding from the glaze over Demon Hunter. Blade Dance is going to get him super low. Blind is going to be enough to get a cheat death out of the rogue. The question is, are there still dots? It's just, yeah, there's dots. And they are going to take him out with Nigel taking him, but at the end of the day, really a lot of the effort was just from the first rogue and then the Death Knight, who actually did a number to Griff, because Nigel just needed to go in and finish him off. Dots killed him. Well done. I like seeing it. Trinket out of Saya. Blind into Nigel, who no longer has a trinket himself right now. And that is a paladin with full wings, trying to see if he can counteract that pressure with pressure of his own. Got himself full metamorphosis available. That is a full shield advantage for Saya. Doesn't want to walk into darkness, trying to get Nigel out of there. And Saya got so much range damage. Nigel cannot really withstand it. It does end up going down. But Saya walking up and just slamming past the guy. Darkness just did not lock out for him at all. Moosey as a Windwalker gonna be up next. Windwalkers have some of the best bursts in the game, and Saya just trying to see if he can go for a range play versus Moosey. Is gonna be a jab. Alexium got himself full damage bubble out of Saya, trying to see if he can go a bit of counter offensive. Moosey taking a lot of damage. How much are rotating defenses? That is actually two big defenses put together. That is a diffuse magic for holy damage reduction, but also dampen harm to help dampen some of the harm he's taken. And even then, look at his health bar. It's not that great. Maybe looking at the karma, Saya does not have an immunity out of this one, so this actually Moosey will be able to get himself quite a bit of damage using jabs in order to stay on top of Saya as best as possible, trying to get himself pressure generated. But full wings of Saya waited out the karma. Next stun is going to be probably the end for Saya, or should be able to help him get a win. Moosey trying to recover. I think it's just over. Hammers down for Saya, not letting these boys recover at all. Once it gets him low enough, the paladin just keeps putting in the pressure. Jay landing all those rings all around Saya. Battle.net got an update? Okay. Huh? What is happening? My BNet just gave me like 3 alerts of Battle.net updates. What is happening? Blizzard? Hello? Polymer fought on Jayhawk? I don't know how this shows up in stream or if it shows up in my recording, but it basically blanks out my entire screen. Are you regenerating while, are you dotted? Are you anything? He's just regenerating while there's still touching the Majo on him. He didn't have an immunity. That's such a bold regenerate. What was that? Jayhawk trying to see if he can just keep collapsing all this arcane back at Saya as he got himself full wings available. Arca and missiles to follow him. Looking to blast out Saya. He got himself plenty damage, plenty of blasters, plenty of output. Arc and missiles back to back on a J. Maybe look at an ice block here. Does get on route onto Saya for just a second. No more easy healing for Saya. Has himself laying hands at the very least. But man, yeah. Anyway, but my whole entire screen just like everything disappeared, and all I see is like the beta icon. I don't even know if it showed up for you guys or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not sure if it captured it whatsoever. That was weird. I need to see what the hell Blizzard's trying to do with a Battle.net. Probably they're trying to, if I had to guess, they're probably trying to fill the sky boxes over on the NA realms. It's going to be a full freeze on the Saya. Were you floating there for a second? Definitely were floating for a moment. Full missiles unleashed by Jay, but I don't know if he has any much survivability. Saya just walks in and just punishes all of these boys, not giving him much of a chance. 3 for him, 2 for Griff. The two combined together is a force of just absolute havoc and chaos. Let's see if we get ourselves this force of chaos. Another shot here. Maybe let the boys on their teams get a chance to play.